no synergy with the potential Udyr pick that I think Fred and Braon were definitely considering here in the second rotation. They didn't pick it with Udyr when they had it open last time, so there's a chance that they just simply weren't going to pick it at all. And we might just see Chieftain play Syndra again. So we'll see the Graves lock in here. And I think Syndra is a safe pick here. I mean, it's definitely... Okay, they're going to take the Xayah instead. But now you're wondering, like, okay, what's Chieftain going to play if that gets banned away?
I don't even know if they use the ban against Chieftain, you know? Let him play as Syndra. It's not going to make too much of
on ban. So the only question left here is what support T1 will have in that bottom side with Kai'Sa. And I mean, it could be something as simple as Nautilus or Leona. Just keep it simple, keep it safe. Nico,
whoa.
Not sure about that one. Not in this matchup.
Yeah, no Kalista alongside of it and all that jazz, but you know, a range support into Alistar I like. Speaking of which, but Chieftain is here as well. As the engage will come in, Delight may have to flash this one, and well, okay. He's just gonna get blown up and deleted. There you go. First Blood decides not to flash, thought he could survive the Pantheon engage, but he was wrong.
I think there's a misjudgment here for Braon as well. So, all in by Faker.
Well,
he gets charmed though.
A lot of damage himself. He's gonna get ulted by Umpty. He does have QW. He's gonna be keeping Umpty at a distance, and that's gonna be enough. As after that ultimate is used, there wasn't much else for him to do to Faker.
You need your second proc to really do the extra damage, as this is going to be one of those situations where you see, okay, he's got his double here, uses it on the Q to get the extra damage, then charms, and he's so desperately trying to proc a third one, that's why he's running away. Well, the cooldown on the W, he's probably still got like 10 seconds on that, and he just can't get it.
Yeah, note that Faker is pretty much running at him the entire time, outside of the moments where he was trying to dodge abilities, because he knew that, okay, and Alistar and his bit of disengage is pretty nice. They wait enough time, and they think they're safe. They've got Chieftain nearby. They have the teleport coming in. The engage goes down onto Keria, and they will, in fact, pick up this kill. So finally, Fred and Braon getting something going down in the bottom side.
Yeah, really unfortunate.
Up here on this Infernal Drake. They're just going to start it, and they're on Vision. So you would imagine that T1 absolutely do not want to let this go. As teleports will come in, and the front line is just going to get blown up. Chieftain way too far forward. Keria soaks a lot of the damage, as does LM, but nobody's dying on the side of T1 somehow, some way.
So good.
Look at these incredibly low health bars. It just doesn't matter. All 5 members of T1 will survive. They're going to take the Infernal Drake, and now a 7,000 gold lead at 15 minutes.
Keria's dredge line there to peel is so beautifully played. T1 actually understanding how much LM can actually take in this fight, because he's the one who actually really has to turn this around. But as it starts off, you see the double teleports coming through, and tons of damage on the Chieftain, right? He goes down instantly, but then the charm is pretty good. And look at LM's health. He's super low, and Keria actually peels for him. He throws his spear in, and the bottom side of this fight is obviously going to go T1's way. They're so far ahead, and Gage. And they're going to have a cast maybe to start it off. So difficult to pull this off. Umpty's caught. Oh no.
Great angle here from Keria. Easily able to shut that one down. And now you don't have anything from the Seraphine. You have no follow-up. Great follow-up engage from Delight, but a little bit too little, too late. As Faker will run down a couple of guys on the side of Fred and Braon. And so 3 kills in favor of T1. And now it looks like they might go for that Baron.
Yeah, and it's like leaving your wallet at home, you know? The one way you get what you want. You got the money in your pocket, you think, you walk up, you're like, okay, we're gonna have this perfect exchange, we're gonna have this really awesome charm, this is maybe a way we fight this back, and then, boom, first person who gets caught, first person who's dead, doesn't get to get the charm he wants, it's empty. Target selection is perfect for T1. And I mean, you don't win that fight without that ultimate. You know, that's why you drafted it. That's why that's what you're playing around in these later game fights, these objectives. And unfortunately, this game has just been so difficult the entire time. They've had no vision control. All these waves have been pushed. Like, T1 are playing the safest game. They're the tortoise in the tortoise in the hare. And slow and steady is going to win this race. Although it's like the fastest tortoise I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's quite nice, actually. Just riding on the back of this Tortoise. Getting in there. It helps when they have the Baron buff. It makes the Tortoise run faster as well. BRO are going to give it one last go. They're going to defend it here at the inhibitor turret, or at least attempt to. As here comes Grand Skyfall right into your back line, as he would love to get that execute onto Umpty. It is not going to land. Elam is even emoting him. No chill from this jungler. As T1, it looks like now they've had enough time, enough safety, and they will look to end this game.
Yep, just going to be an easy cleanup here on these objectives. And you need to push this minion wave a little bit further forward. This Faker wants more. Umpty going to get out of that one, but he's not going to be able to do anything. Wow.
Oh man, they're actually going to kill him.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, there you go. 25.5 minutes. And that will be the end of that series. Not much else to say. Just utter domination from T1 here up against Fred at Braon. 2 games that were just around 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And really no hope there for...
Made any mistakes, they gave no chances for Fred at Braon to come back.
They did not. We'll listen in to what they say here at the end. And if they have anything interesting from this series.
Actually, Kamiyusi's like, wait, this inhibitor's still up. We gotta kill the inhibitor.
We've all been there. Diving the fountain, the inhibitor's still alive. They took a ridiculous amount of damage from the turrets, by the way.
The minions weren't on them, so it's like, they just have that extra tenacity to end up falling. And they get the kill on Umpty.
Faker's got this cheeky grin after he misses the shockwave. But they get the kill in the end. And that was it. Headsets off. They take their big win. And, well, the most action in this game actually happened in the top side. You'll note the difference between the Orianna and the Seraphine. Props to Faker for asserting his dominance, perhaps we can say, as the ruler of the mid lane.
Yeah, and
yeah, there you have it.
You know, later on outside of lane, like the Orianna's gonna have so much more value.